Alright, so get ready for workout number 2. Workout number 2 is going to be harder than workout, or more challenging I would say, than workout number 1. So if you're new to the Langier Spring 2020 group, I would recommend to go back, do workout 1 about a week before you hop on to this one, as each workout is going to progress as we move forward this spring. Now, you may want to need a couple things for this. You can have, if you have gliders, awesome. But if you don't worry. You can use paper plates if you are on a carpet, or you can use socks, hockey socks, whatever kind of socks if you're on a hardwood floor. Another thing I'm going to use is a cable. Now, if you don't have a cable, don't worry about that either. Fill up 2 bottles of water, and you can use that as weight instead. Alright? So, with that being said, you guys, let's get cracking on the warm-up. We're going to start out with a dynamic warm-up. Each of the quick foot is going to be 15, and each of the stretches is going to be 5 each. Jumping jacks here. Alright? Just to get that heart pumping. That one is followed by plank Spider-Mans. So in a push-up position, you're going to bring your foot to the outside of your hand to get that stretch in your groin. After doing 5 each, you're going to get into skiers, pumping those feet, pumping those arms. Again, going for 30 of those before you go into plank pigeons. We're going to go back into this position, right? Bring your knee towards your elbow, swing that foot around. We're going to get a release too to get an extension in your back. 5 on each leg there also before we go into quick foot X. Starting in the middle, hop forward, back in the middle, backwards. And you speed that up. Final stretch is going to be a single leg RDL with a quad stretch. 4 corners to your grounded foot, knees slightly bent, hips and shoulders square. And we're going for those single leg RDLs, stretching out your hamstring and your quad. 5 on each leg. Now, that's your warm-up. As you can see on the workout, there's going to be 3 groups of 3 exercises in each. Do the first block, 3 exercises, before you go back up again and do it, and 1 more time. So 2 to 3 times through the block before you move on to the next. And that's how that's going to roll. The first exercise is going to be a wall sit shoulder press. Alright? So, again, if you don't have a cable, just use water jugs. You're going to go on the wall, sit down like a regular wall sit. You bring that cable around your legs, right here. Elbows are in front, and then you have shoulder press. After your shoulder press, you go on. If you have a table that's solid, great. If not, put 2 chairs and put a solid stick on the chair, and you can do exact the same drill there. Alright? But here's the thing. If you have a solid table, you can just go like this. This one is called inverted row. Shoulders are back and down, and you're going to pull yourself up like that. Okay? Perfect. After this one, we're going to go on to the 2-foot hops side to side. So just as quick as you can, side to side. You repeat that cycle 2 to 3 times before you hop on to the next one. Next grouping starts out with a push-up, sidestep, push-up, sidestep, push-up. So, you gotta be in that push-up position. Hands are underneath your shoulders. You gotta push up. Now hips and shoulders are square, and then push up. Now, if push-ups are difficult, you can do the same thing on your knees, but make sure there's a straight line from your knees to your ears so you don't do these push-ups. Push those hips forward, here, and then you get the side step, and then back to it. Now, is the time to pull out the paper plates or gliders. This is the glider hand curls. So, laying down on the ground, hips comes up in the air, and now you're just going to straighten your leg, squeeze your glutes, dig your heels, and pull back. So straighten your legs, squeeze your glutes, pull your heels. That's your hand curls. The final exercise in this one is single leg hops forward to backwards. So, just pick one foot, forward to backwards as quick as you can, switch foot, and then you're back up on the push-ups. 2 blocks are done, we got 1 to go. Starting out with the heart rate one here, which is gonna be the glider knee drives. All right? The glider knee drives, you're gonna put those gliders or paper plates on your feet. You're gonna go into a push-up position, and here we go. Boom, 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 boom. As quick as you can. Now what's important is not to get here or here. So engage your core, you're in a straight line, driving those knees. Full control here. After that, you go on to Supermans. So, feet together, hands by your hips, lift and lower, slow and controlled. Lift and lower, slow and controlled. The last drill you're gonna do is basically gonna be, you're gonna put 3 objects, okay? Like that. You're gonna stand a little bit off on one leg, keeping your shoulders square. Now, you're basically gonna bring your heel up and you're gonna work on touching each cone. So go 1 round here, touching with your right hand. You do the same thing with the left hand, and then you switch foot. All right, if you want to see this from the side, here, you're lifting that leg up. You can also go like that, if that's the thing, but the biggest thing, if you do this one, make sure that the knee stays behind your toe, okay? So you stay here and touch, working on balance. If you get super good on this, add an unstable surface like a foam pillow or something underneath your foot, and that will make it a lot more difficult, all right? So, enjoy the workout. Keep up the great job, you guys. Stay in touch.